Hi, I'm here at the Taste Food Festival with Aida. So you are going to make a demo that's kid-friendly and also interesting for adults. Can you walk us through what you're about to make?
It's really important to me to have food that both the kids and the adults can enjoy. So we have vegetable chips like kale chips and beet chips, and then an edamame hummus. And then one of my favorites from when I was a child, a pressed sandwich where you dig out the bread and layer it with whatever you want, and then it gets smushed in your picnic basket while you travel. And then a dairy-free pudding. So, I think there's a lot of allergies and different dietary needs these days, so something that hopefully everybody in the family can eat. And I grew up very health conscious. I was a ballerina for years, so it's very important to me to look at not only that something's low fat and full flavor, but also what other kind of, dietary benefits it has, vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff.
Do you believe in tricking kids into eating healthier foods?
I don't, and I think that's because I come from a family where, we were given the 3-try rule. We weren't supposed to try something once, but 3 times. And more often than not, after that 3rd time, we were all into it. As long as it's good food, I think if you can tell a backstory for kids, get them into the adventure of trying a new food, they're usually fine with it if you don't hide the food.
Now, there are common mistakes that home chefs make often. What are some of those mistakes that you've seen over and over again, and how do we prevent them?
I think really it's being present when you're cooking. I find a lot of people don't read the recipe all the way through. They're halfway through, they realize they don't have eggs for their cake, and that's always going to be a problem. Or I find that people feel that the need to make a lot of movements in the kitchen in order to feel like a chef. You don't need to move your food that much. Like if you're searing a steak, you want to actually keep it put in its place until it's nice and browned and then flip it over. So, common mistakes are just staying present with the recipe and then reading the steps and really trying to understand what's going on.
That's great. So what are your recent food obsessions?
Oh, I'm really into this thing called a shrub. I think on Yum Sugar it might have been covered a while ago, where it's basically equal parts sugar, vinegar, and juice of a fruit. And you let that ferment until it's basically a simple syrup. You can put it into cocktails, onto sundaes, and so it has that sweet tart. I really think it's interesting to play not just with sweet and sour independently, but combined in dishes to give you kind of another layer.
What are some upcoming projects?
Right now I am deep in the depths of editing my cookbook. It comes out with Chronicle Books based in the Bay Area, September of next year.
Can you give us a sneak peek into some recipes?
I think one that's been really popular is a very simple fall salad, great for this time of year, and I pickle the apples in the salad with some shaved fennel and just keep it really simple with a nice squash nut oil. So there's great squash nut oils out of the Northeast actually, and I've been using an acorn squash oil on that.
That sounds delicious. Can't wait.